My name is Ben Mallernee. I'm a project engineer at One Energy, currently working in the project planning and technology team. I came here from the University of Michigan about 5 years ago, and in one word, I would describe my climb to the top as varied. One Energy offers a lot of different types of opportunities, and I've been able to do a lot of different activities, learn a lot of different skills, get a lot of different certifications, experience a lot of different things. With One Energy, just the sheer level of number of things that I'm able to do and get my hands on here is very varied. Ultra varied. Multivariate varied. I was an intern here in 2015, the summer of 2015. Went back to college and came back, started as a field engineer. And I kind of got a feel for what that would be when I was an intern. North Findlay Wind Campus, where our headquarters is at, we have a number of turbines here right outside the office. And at the time of my internship, it was a blank slate. There was just an open field. By the end of my internship, I was working on the foundations for each of those turbines. And prior to that, I was working on doing wind analysis, trying to understand how much energy we'd produce with those turbines. And so I was able to see kind of the whole picture of that project develop and work on each aspect of that picture as it developed. When I was deciding whether to come to One Energy, it was primarily a decision between staying at the University of Michigan and getting a graduate degree, a PhD, or taking the field engineer position here, an entry-level engineer position. And I felt that it would be better for my own personal growth to go and take the job at One Energy. And that's why I've stayed, is for personal and professional growth. Working at One Energy has enabled me to grow more than I could imagine. You talk to people that knew me 5 years ago, they're like, who is this guy? It's the same DNA, I'm the same goofy guy, but I'm more refined in a lot of ways. And I'm really kind of proud of that path, and I really enjoy, how I've seen myself grow and the opportunities that I've been given. Like I mentioned before, I was thinking about doing a PhD, which is not varied at all. It's very specific, actually. And so it's been the opposite experience going to One Energy instead of doing a PhD, where it would be a very specific, very research-oriented position. And I'm very happy with my choice to go to One Energy. I think the varied path suits me. It's something that, as I mentioned in my childhood, that I moved around a lot. That it's kind of something that I've always done, and I like being competent at a lot of different things. I like being well-rounded. My mother always used to say, be well-rounded, be humble and well-rounded. I definitely enjoy the fact that my experience has been varied. As a field engineer, what we do is they do rotations. And so the rotation is, every few months or when it makes sense, the field engineer will rotate to a different part of the company. And the idea is they get experience seeing the entire picture of the company, how the entire project is run, how the company is run around putting up these projects, with the idea of that giving you, the ability to be a leader in the company. I was a field engineer for about 3 years, I believe. I did about 4 or 5 rotations, and then it became kind of clear that my future belonged in the project planning and technology department. I have more of an aptitude for data analysis, kind of doing project development, project assessment, working with numbers. Those are where my strengths lie, and there are a few other things that I'm able to do and still do. But as a project engineer in that department, I'm more kind of tasked with leading the initiatives for the projects, making sure that all the stuff we put out is quality. Training new employees. My favorite tasks definitely change with the day, with the month, but some of my favorite things are definitely, I do like coding. I do like building things, building processes that make things go faster, more efficient. I do enjoy that. But with my current role, as I kind of described, I'm bouncing around and doing a lot of different things, overseeing a lot of different aspects. And that means there's less time for me to kind of sit down for a few hours and really bang out some work or build a project or build something. So I really do enjoy that aspect of my job. I get pushback for this often, but I also enjoy being a system operator. Not necessarily when I get called at 3 a.m. in the morning, but I like the aspect of there being a problem and then having to go through the steps of troubleshooting and fixing the problem. But at the end of the day, it works, you solved it, it's fixed, the book is closed. My favorite thing about wind energy is definitely the impact that we have on the industry. When I was going into college or in high school and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I knew that I was good at some of the engineering disciplines, but what I definitely wanted to do is work in renewable energy. I felt that was a growing, expanding field, and wind energy is a growing and expanding field within renewable energy. We're constantly challenging the status quo. We're constantly trying to improve where things are at. And that's really exciting, and it's really fun to go home and say, hey, I did my best to make an impact on the world today. I was looking for a fancier word, honestly. Challenge everything.